Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shalom.
It is good to be back. I've been at Coleman for a couple weeks, and it is great to be able to be back here with all of you leading services. Just do a few announcements, and we'll jump right in. I'm Rabbi Dime, and on behalf of the Board of Trustees, it is a pleasure to welcome you to observe Shabbat with all of us. Thank you very much for co-leading with me, Carolyn. It is always good to have people up here to help me out. And so if anybody's considering, thinking you might want to help co-lead services, I'm always looking for more people to have help me out. So if you're new to our congregation or attending as a visitor, please introduce yourself to me after the service so we have more time to have more appropriate low-key welcome during the oneg. Please be respectful if you haven't already and silence your cell phones. It's always good to have an uninterrupted service. And we have our open house on Sunday, not this Sunday, but next Sunday, the 11th, and everyone is invited. This is an ideal time for those thinking about joining to meet our members and Bethel leadership. So we hope you'll all come and be your bright and shining faces and great selves that people will love to meet you at the open house. And so for more information, look in our Tuesday bulletin. And save the date also for the community trip to Israel in February of 2025. Just to note, it is an adults-only trip. We have many more events coming up, and more detailed information can be found in our pamphlets or our Tuesday email bulletin. But don't hesitate to ask if you have any questions. Again, delighted you are here. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Okay, so in order to start Shabbat off, let's turn to page 128 for Hine Ma Tov. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. How good and pleasant it is for brothers and sisters and all of us to be able to dwell together and have Shabbat together. We turn now to page 120, and then we'll go right to 123. And I'd like to invite up Rachel, Ray, and Rylan to help us with the lighting of the candles and the blessing over the Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner Shel Shabbat. Page 123. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho Biava uvratzon inchilanu, zikaron lemaase vereshit, ki hu yom techila lemikra ekodesh, zecher letziat Mitzrayim, kivanu bacharta, ve'otanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, be'ava u'ratzon, hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen. L'chaim. And now we turn to page 138, 138 for L'chadodi. We're going to do verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And on verse 9, when we get there, I'll invite you to rise in body or spirit and welcome Shabbat to join us in this sanctuary. So on page 138, L'chadodi. L'chadodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nekabela. L'chadodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Hishmianu el hamiyuchad, Adonai echad, Ushemo echad, L'shem ultiferet v'litila. L'chadodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nekabela. L'chadodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, Ki makor habaracha, Nerosh mikedem nesucha, Sof maseh b'machshavat chila. L'chadodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nekabela. L'chadodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, Ki ba'orech kumi ori, uri, shir daberi, Kevod Adonai alayich nigla. L'chadodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nekabela. L'chadodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ater ad bala, Gam b'simcha u'v'tzola, Toch emunei am segula, Boi chala. L'chadodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nekabela. L'chadodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nekabela. We turn to page 146, 146, and remain standing in body or spirit for the Baruch Hu. Baruch hu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach leolam va'ed. You may be seated. And now we turn to page 148, 148, for the Ma'ariv Aravim.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzvaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening.
Baruch atah Adonai ha'ma'ariv aravim. And now we turn to page 150, 150. Please feel free to join in.
Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel.
Baruch atah Adonai
Ohev
Amo
Amo
Yisrael.
Yisrael.
And now I invite you to rise in body or spirit on page 152 for the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem, Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. You may be seated. Turn to page 154 for the Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta ba'am v'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lachtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha u'kshartam le'ot ayadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha uchtavtam amzuzot beitecha u'visharecha Leman tizkeru vasitem et kol mitzvotai vitem kedushim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'elohim ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem Emet. And now we turn to page 159, 159. Please feel free to join with me in the English. Sing the song of people joined in understanding and respect, the song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come, the song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more. The song of a world redeemed, song of peace. And now we look back to page 158, 158, for Mi Chamocha. We'll find a good note. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osefele, Nora tehilot osefele. Malchutecha ra'uvanecha, Bokei ayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, Ze'eli anu ve'amru, Ze'eli anu ve'amru, Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed, Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed. V'ne'emar ki fada Adonai et Yaakov, ugalo meyad chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. And now we turn to page 160, 160, for the Hashkivenu. Hashkivenu, even when one is at this oasis in time and space like summer camp, one still needs the Hashkivenu to help rebuild that sense of energy and peace that can be depleted and exhausted during the course of a long week. So if I feel it, having been at summer camp for a week, I know how everyone else feels having been in the world for a week with all the news and all the events and all the minute by minute just draining of energy and emotion that a week can bring. So on page 160, let us read together the English first, and then we'll join in the song of Hashkivenu. Together, grant, O God, that we lie down in peace, and raise us up, our guardian, to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel. For your name's sake, be our help. Shield and shelter us beneath the shadow of your wings. Defend us against enemies, illness, war, famine, and sorrow. Distance us from wrongdoing. For you, God, watch over us and deliver us. For you, God, are gracious and merciful. Guard our going and coming to life and to peace evermore. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu lechayim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu lechayim. And now we turn to page 162, 162, for Vishamru. Veshamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Beni uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam, oti le'olam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai, et hashamayim ve'et haaretz, v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i shavat vaynafash, Shavat vaynafash, Shavat vaynafash, V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berid olam. And now we turn to page 164, 164 for the tefillah portion of our service. And in a moment, I'll invite you to rise in body or spirit. Thirsty work. And now, yes, please rise in body or spirit. Page 164. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chastei Avot v'Imahot, U'mevi Geula Livnei V'nehem, L'ma'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, V'ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Atah Rav Lehoshia, Morid Hatal, Mechalkel Chayim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Baal Gevurot, Umigdo Melach, Melech Memit Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah lahachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh u'shimcha kadosh, u'kdoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah, Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. You may be seated. We now turn to page 175. 175. Please join together.
You are with us in our prayer, our love, and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to your prayers. There we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance, and let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service.
Baruch atah Adonai, Shodcha lebadcha b'yirah na'avod. And now we turn to page 177. 177.
God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks.
Baruch atah Adonai, hatov ba'ucha na'eh lehodot. And now we turn to page 178. 178 for Shalom Rav, because for all the things that we have to be thankful for, we are still praying for peace. So, page 178, Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon Lecho hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon Lecho hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'cho et u'b'cho sha'a b'shlomecha. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. And now, our thoughts turn to those who are in need of healing, whether it is healing of mind, or of body, or of spirit. The congregation is thinking for healing of Jim DeArmond, Pearl Levin, Ron Rappaport, Carol Friedman, Carol Wallace, David Cohen, Carol Solomon, June Van, Rabbi Michael Matchison, Dennis Montaigne, Sherry Chait, Jerry Chait, Larry Michaelov, Antoinette Worrell, Linda Chambliss, Judge Frank Caprio, Stuart Rosenthal, Fran Marcus, Howard Silvers, David Shaknovsky, Helene Ben Bassett, Paige Hedrick, Bonnie Yales Gibson, Sue Chataway, Jackie Gould, Vanessa Warner, Mike Hyman, Jaime Klinger, Carol Mandel, Jane Stewart, Kathy Weiner, Rob Moreland, Harvey Eber, Danny Cohen, Jamie Kinder, Velma Krasenstein, Ben Beltran, Bobby Adler, David Adler, Belinda Block, Sally Yochem, Randy Kammer, David Friedman, Jeff Mayer, Linda Margulis, Donna Denny, all Israelis still being held hostage, all Israeli soldiers injured in this war, and all civilians injured in this war or any war. If there is anyone here who has a name that they would like to share with the community of someone for whom they are thinking for healing, I invite you to do so as my eyes meet yours. We hold all of their names together as a community. We turn to page 371, 371. I invite you to rise in body or spirit for the Mishaberach. Mishaberach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Limotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishaberach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, And let us say, Amen. May those who will not be healed on this earth be blessed with nights free from suffering and days filled with peace. May God grant strength and comfort to those who care for the sick. May God help us to find hope and courage as we face fear and loss. May all who are ill be surrounded by the love of friends, loving companions, family, and community. And let us say, Amen. You may be seated. And now, let us take a few moments for silent meditation. Ose shalom bimromav, huya ase shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, imru, amen. Yase shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yase shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. V'imru, amen. Once again, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. All right, still some good energy in the room. As many of you know, as I mentioned before, I spent the last couple weeks at Camp Home. One of Coleman's traditions is to divide the kids up, campers up, into two groups and have them do sort of a hobby game, Olympics, which, of course, this year was really resonant with all the kids because the Olympics are on. And this year the team's colors were red and blue. So you can visualize these kids dressed up and competing with each other. This year, because of red and blue, one teenage girl painted her full face red. Another kid, this younger guy who had blonde hair, dyed his hair blue. So the kids get really, really into it. It was a lot of fun to see. They tug of war, ran relay races, and even learned about Jewish values in some of their activities. One afternoon, I talked to Ezekiel, one of the Israeli teens hired to work at summer camp this summer. When I asked if he planned to return next year, he looked out over the lake and he said, when I get back to Israel, I go in for sort of military service. Ezekiel's story made me think about how we all have different journeys, different responsibilities, yet we share moments of joy at summer camp. As camp ends, the summer ends, we look ahead to start school or renew our work fall. Some campers and counselors are getting ready to start school in a couple days, Monday. This time of transition reminds me of our Torah portion, a double Torah portion this week, Matot Maseh. The Israelites in this Torah portion are at the border of the Promised Land, but they haven't yet been able to go in. They haven't yet been allowed to go in. They're making preparations. Just like the Israelites, we too are on the verge of a different time of year, a different season. And as the world seems to be changing every day, I am an optimist. And I believe we will go on this journey, we will make it forward, and that we still do have preparations to do. At the end of the book of the Torah, any book of the Torah, these two Torah portions together and the book of Numbers, we say, Chazak, Chazak, Chazak. Strength, strength, let us be strengthened. Through our studying Torah, practicing our Jewish values, coming together to pray on Shabbat, in community, we gain strength ourselves, gain strength as a community. Hopefully we can take that strength with us. As we look forward into crossing into the promised land, or starting this next stage of our lives, let's remember that strength and know that we can bring our best selves into the future and with God's help achieve our goals. Think about your summers as kids. Whether being a kid was more recently, immediately, or a little bit longer ago. Think back to your time as a younger person during the summer. I hope you had camp-like experiences. I'm realizing my microphone was off. All right, so whether it is a summer camp experience that you are finding your way around technology, there were kids who were doing tech stuff at Coleman, or you're finding your way around baseball or football or drama or the arts, there are always surprises. So, in the keeping with the theme of camp, my microphone is on, and may the rest of this sermon be a surprise for those who are on live stream, and also continuing for those who are here with us in person. So, think about your summers as a kid. I hope that you had camp-like experiences, even if you weren't at camp. Playing with friends, having fun competitions, striving towards goals, learning, growing, and making new friends along the way. Maybe you were nervous about a relay race or excited to cheer on your team. Those emotions are part of growing and learning. Israelites must feel similar emotions as they stand on the shores of the promised land in this Torah portion. They must trust in themselves and each other, just like people do at summer camp. At camp, people learn about teamwork, friendship, and Jewish values. These lessons are like the instructions that the Israelites receive from God and from Moses. They guide us and give us strength to face new challenges, whether it's a new school year, a new project at work, making new friends. We can draw on these lessons and experiences from our childhood, from camp. As we prepare for new beginnings, it is important to look back and appreciate the journey that we've been on. Remember the fun that you had as a kid, the friends you made, and the challenges you overcame. Each of these experiences has helped shape you into the person you are today. Let's also think about the Israelites and our journey as a people. We wander in the desert for 40 years, facing many difficulties, and yet we never give up. We have faith and hope that one day we will enter the promised land. We can learn a lot from our ancient forebears' perseverance and determination. No matter what challenges came our way, we face them in courage and in hope. So this Shabbat, let us take a moment to rest and gather our strength. Think about the fun and meaningful experiences that you've had this summer. Whether an older adult or younger kid, hopefully all of us have had some fun and meaningful experiences this summer. Use those memories to fuel and nourish your confidence as you step into the future. Remember, we are a community, and together we can achieve great things. In the coming days, let us use that strength that we gain from studying and finishing a book of Torah. Let us use that strength to work towards our best future. Let us embrace a new school year, a new project at work, a new season of life, with excitement and with optimism, knowing that we have the support of our friends, of our family, and our community. Chazak, chazak, v'nit chazek. Strength, strength, and let us be strengthened. Shabbat shalom. And now, let us turn to page 678. 678. I'm reminded by all the Israelis who were there at camp and all of those who told us stories about their friends and family who are there, our cousins who are overseas in Israel, and all of the struggles that they're going through. And so I invite you to rise in body or spirit and sing together Hatikva in solidarity. Kol od balev pnima nefesh Yehudi homia ulfate mizrach kadima ayin letzion tzofia. Od lo avda tikvatenu, hatikva bat shnot alpayim, liotam choshi be'artzenu, Eretz Zion v'Yerushalayim. Liotam choshi be'artzenu, Eretz Zion v'Yerushalayim. And now we turn back to page 586, 586 for the Alinu. Alenu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latet gdula leotzer breshit, shelo asanu kugoye ha'aratzot, velo samanu kimishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam. V'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu shehu notei shamayim v'yosed haaretz umoshav yikaro bashamayim mima'al ushchinatu zo Begove meromim, hu Eloheinu enod, emet malkeinu efes zulato, kakatuv betorato, vedat hayom v'hashevota elevavecha, ki Adonai hu Elohim, Bashamayim mima'al ve'al ha'aretz mitachat en od ve'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol ha'aretz bayom hahu Yeh Adonai Echad, Ushemo Echad. You may be seated.
It's on the bottom of 595. There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light, long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember.
The congregation is remembering those whom we have lost within the last year. Leonard Smolin, Marilyn Goodman, Uriel Bitzel Belbin Hinda, Erica Pearl, Anita Perlman, Ellie Reamer, Sydney Morris, Sandra Pachter, Jenny Wolfe, Dean Leeser, Senator Stanley J. Aronoff, Rodney Elk, Alan Hyman, Mary Louise Boyer, Buzzy Klausner, Gregory Wayne Berger, David Dunn, Barry Schoenfeld, Milton Margolis, and Barry Neustadt. And we're remembering those whom we have lost at this time in years past. Bert Kaplan, Herman Klausner, Seymour Korn, Bessie Crystal, Eli Kurzweil, Ben Lubell, Ben Needleman, Morris Schneider, Greta Stielig Meinstein, and Ruth Struger Rosenblatt. If there's anyone here that has a name of someone that they are holding in their hearts that they would like to share with the community, I invite you to do so as my eyes meet yours. We hold all of their names together. I invite you to turn to page 598, 598, and to rise in body or spirit for the Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divra chirute ve'amlich malchute, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon uv'chaye d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'gala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lalmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, V'yit hadar, v'yit aleh, v'yit halal, shmei d'kudesha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, V'imru, amen. May the one who makes peace on high bring comfort to all who are bereaved. And let us say, amen. You may be seated. So let's do the Chazak, Chazak, V'nit Chazek song. The words are, we've done it a few other times when the book has ended. So the words are Chazak, Chazak, strength, strength. And then, and let us be strengthened is conjugated V'nit Chazek. And then in English, be strong, let us strengthen one another. Be strong, let us celebrate our lives. Please join with me when you feel ready, or just sing Ya La La, which is totally acceptable. Be strong, let us strengthen one another. Be strong, let us celebrate our lives. Be strong, let us strengthen one another. Chazak, chazak, v'nit chazek. Be strong, let us strengthen one another. Be strong, let us celebrate our lives. Be strong, let us strengthen one another. Chazak, chazak, v'nit chazek. And now, strengthening ourselves and each other as a community, let us turn to page 603, 603, and I invite you to rise in body or spirit so that we can say the priestly benediction over all of you. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
Cain Yehirat Son, may God bless you and keep you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
Cain Yehirat Son, may God's light shine upon you, and may God be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom, shalom, shalom.
Cain Yehirat Son, may you feel God's presence within you always, and may you find peace.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shalom.
Thank you. Off.